Okay, so in this video, I'll be teaching you how to expand single brackets. This is an algebra topic. It's one of the more basic algebra topics and it is quite easy, but people often make silly mistakes, so make sure you're paying attention. Your key points are that expand means multiply out. So when you see the word expand, you should straight away be thinking multiply. One thing that you do need to remember is that at the end, once you multiplied out the brackets, that you cannot add or subtract things that are not like terms. So some people think that they can simplify it at the end when they can't because they're not like terms, and you'll see what I mean in a second. So we're going to go straight in with some worked examples. So let's look at these 6 examples. They're all slightly different. They get progressively more difficult. But we'll start off with the most basic. So firstly, expand 3 brackets x plus 5. What this means is we want to multiply 3 by everything inside this bracket. So 3 times x is where we're going to start. And then 3 times 5. So 3 times x is 3x and 3 times 5 is 15. Now we put a plus in the middle because 3 and 5 are both positive. Now that is your final answer. Some people get confused and they think that you can write 3x add 15 as 18x, but we absolutely cannot do that because these are not like terms. For us to be able to add these, they'd both have to have an x at the end. So that is actually your final answer. Okay, question 2. Same thing, 2 multiplied by 3n and 2 multiplied by minus 4. So 2 times 3n is 6n, and 2 times minus 4 is this time minus 8 because the 4 is negative. Again, we can't simplify that any further. Question 3. This time we're doing a letter on the outside, but all the rules are the same. So we're doing a times 3b and then a times 5. Now a times 3b is 3ab. Now we do like to write it in alphabetical order. And then a times 5 is 5a. And don't forget, we always put the number before the letter in algebra. Again, we can't add these together because they're not like terms. For us to be able to add these, it would have to be AB here and AB here. So that is your final answer. Question 4. Now, this time slightly different because we've got the same letter multiplied by itself. Now, you should know that m times m is going to give you m squared, because that means m times m multiplied by itself. Then we do m times minus 2, and you get minus 2m. Okay, the next one, this is just to double check that you're paying attention to your negatives, because this is now minus 3 times 5. So minus 3 times 5 is minus 15, and then minus 3 times m is minus 3m. So what you'll notice on this one as well is that you don't have to put the letter at the start. The letter can be anywhere inside the bracket, but you just follow the same rules. Last question, minus 6p times 3t. So we do the numbers multiplied together first. So minus 6 times 3 is minus 18. And then we deal with the letters pt, p first, then t. Now be careful because we've now got minus 6p times minus 7. So we've got a minus times by a minus, that's going to give us a plus in our answer. A minus times a minus is a plus. So minus 6 times minus 7 is plus 42, and don't forget to put that p at the end. So those are your 6 examples. Make sure that you've got all of those written down and that you've understood them. And now I'd like you to pause the video and have a go at these questions yourself. So do these in your book, pause the video, and in a second we'll go through them. Okay, so we've got our first question on your turn questions. So we've got to start off by doing 5 times n is 5n, and then 5 times minus 4 is minus 20. That's that. The next one, 6 times 4m is 24m, and 6 times 2 is 12. And that's that. The next one, b times 4c, you get 4bc, remember alphabetical order, and then b times d, we get bd, again, remembering alphabetical order. Question 4, right, we've got the same letter times by itself. Don't forget you get x squared, and then we put x times 2 is 2x. Question 5, minus 7 times 2n. Don't forget about the minus, you get minus 14n. And minus 7 times 1 is minus 7. Okay? And the last one, we've got another minus here, we need to be careful. So minus 3m times 2n. So start off by doing minus 3 times 2 is minus 6, and then mn. And then be careful here, minus 3m times minus 4. So minus 3 times minus 4 is plus 12, and then don't forget that m at the end. So those are your answers for the questions for you to practice. And what I want you to do now is just to go straight on to the exit ticket. There's no worksheet for this, and send it to your teachers.